Greetings to my people. Well done, and good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you're watching me from. My name is Frank. Thank you for taking your time to watch my video and sharing my video and leaving your comment is very important to me because that's where I find what I'm saying interesting to most of the viewers. I tend to talk about many things in our life. And one thing I tend to always talk about is about Africa and many things that living in some part of places you get to learn and have some experience about how things are working or how people are living their life. Because we as African, we always intend to think that we have to do things in a certain way. Yes, it's very important. And we always look up to those people who told us how we have to be or how we have to live our life. You know, and sometimes when you see those people, the life, those people, even when you are hearing their message, it's very interesting. It's very loving to hear. But when you keep hearing the scandal every day about them, you ask yourself, how can you believe in what these people are saying? Because their mouth is saying different things and their body and their face is doing different things. Some people are doing a lot of damage to Christianity. Because if you cannot control whatever in your body, you don't need to portray yourself as a man of God. Man of God is not a call of a business center. It's not a bank. We tend to look up these people as people who give us what we use, what we can use to be strong. But today, men of God is like a business. You cannot get a prayer for free. You cannot get anything from man of God for free. I know for sure. They are not giving us anything, only pray for us. But you cannot get it free. I don't want to compare some religion to compare to Christianity. Compared to different religion, to Christianity, you ask yourself, why all this scandal in the people who say they are man of God? Why are you putting yourself as a man of God when you cannot control your sexual organ? When you cannot control your body, you cannot be accountable. It's every day people running away, covering their mess, covering their scandal. How can we have all this kind of thing in the things of God? How can we give that message out? You can think you are convincing people. You have your soldiers who believe in you. You can think you have all the power. As a man of God, you don't need all those power. You don't need escort. You don't need power because you're a man of God. You don't need escort. But because the pastors are danger to even today in Nigerian societies, pastors are even, we have fears for pastors. We have fear for men of God. Today they are like a politician. They are untouchable because they see themselves as money making machine. They are making money wherever they are doing as a pastors. The church is a money machine. That's why everybody is opening churches to make it as a business. They are doing in market in everywhere. Very soon they will have the church is already like that in Nigeria, in Africa. But you have to ask yourself, as people who believe in God, who is a Christians, do we live the standard of all these prayers, all this blessing we are asking from God? Do we live the standard? Because those people who convince us to they think, to believe in what they believe, they are just there to make their money, to make sure you give the offering and give their tithe. They can say whatever they want to say. Are you living the standard of life of those people? When you are living in a country like Asia, Europe, America, you ask yourself, these people, what is their worship? You go to Africa, you see poverty because of this mentality. We have nothing here. One person can use the brain of everybody because you convince people to believe in you, that you're a man of God. And you think that you have everything, that is okay for you to be maltreating people or treating people in certain way because you feel like you have the power. As a man of God, do you need those power? You are there as a minister of God. You are there. You need to walk with your leg. You need to go out there to meet the people. Now, everything about church is money, 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 money. That's why you see most of them, they are failing. Most of the pastors, you ask yourself, my life is better than them. I'm not saying that my life is better than, I'm talking about, I live more decent life more than them. I live more decent life more than them. Because if I'm married, I respect my wife. I treat them right. But you have to, because I'm not saying this. I don't want to talk about church issue. But I have heard enough that I think it's not good to be keeping quiet or feeling threatened by a man of God, someone who thinks is a man of God, to be threatening people online, going every level to make sure people do not believe their topic. For you to see the Church of God today, Church of Christ today, is really something we are going to look up to. We're going to look at and see if this is how we're supposed to live our life. Because if you compare the people who ask us to always live in certain life, look at their life. Are they living the life you expect them to live? Are they living to the standard you are looking up to? Sometimes you see people, you see how they live life, you admire it, you like it. But most of these people, when you are seeing their life, you can see that these people are not real. No, this man of God is not real. It's not about pretending. It's not real. But those people will be carrying the big Bible, carrying everything, portraying themselves as men of God. But people knows that you are not. You can be convincing people, the old women, the young ladies, to be joining your society. But those people can also bring you down. That's what life also makes us to understand. You cannot be doing whatever you think you are doing as a man of God, and you think it's okay for you to be doing that. We have to be preaching the gospel of God with honesty and truthful about it. I am not a pastor. I believe in what I believe. I am a Christian. But the direction of the Christianity right now is not what the people who make us to look up to do Christianity, it's not. Because if you look the European life, Asian life, American life, their life is more livable than us. You as a pastor, you're busy inquiring everything you need in your life. What are you needing it for? Is it for what? But you people want us to look up to you. And we call whatever we we look up to you people as the leaders. It's better now you shake the hand of a politician than shaking the hand of the pastors, because their face is different way. They are not. They are showing different faces in different places. I have to say this. It's better we leave the government to put some correction in this. How they have to have it's better, because we cannot say where I live, they put the regulation is there. You cannot there just open church like that, because now they just messing everything up. Christianity right now is like a mockery. People are making mockery of Christianity because of one or two people, and we dare not talk about them. Who says so? Those people are Christian. I'm a Christian. I'm a man of God. People can treat me the way I am. They know that I'm not a man of God. Nobody ordained me as a man of God, but I can live in certain way. How about you, who believe and who pretending, who tell people to call you man of God? How do you live your life? You live your life as a secret man. It's unacceptable. We have to make people to believe in what we preach to them. We live the life of those messages we give to them. That's how a society has to work. Thank you for taking your time watching my video.